Hello, welcome in. I'm going to look into some ancestor messages. There's something that wants to be known or be heard. I'm hearing that the ancestors all work together in the non-physical. All ancestors from all tribal groups who have their heart chakra radiant, all those who lived in love. They're all working together to get a message out to multiple people that will resonate with multiple people at the same time. So this is going to be interesting. Angels, ancestors, guides, those who walk in the positive polarity. I welcome you to work through me. All those ancestors who want to get a message through, I welcome you. I'm seeing a flower with 3 petals, a trifecta. Thank you in advance to all those loving souls for your wisdom and guidance. I'm seeing something with 3 branches off of it, right? 1, 2, 3, like a Y, but it's moving. We've got the Hunter of Paths here. I'm hearing the word steely, S-T-E-E-L-Y. Ancestor of skill coming through. Something about physicality here, and we've got the spirit of wisdom. I'm getting that sometimes people don't realize that there's wisdom and physicality also. Your vessel is physical for a reason. You're not supposed to live non-physically while you're in a vessel. Hunter of conflict here. And again, they're really pulling me to the swords on these cards. I'm hearing that song, Don't Dream It's Over, but I'm getting there's a battle ahead. Hunter of strength. Dancer of life. 3 more, and then I'll clarify and get deeper into these energies. Shaman of song. I'm hearing war song for some reason. Spirit of destruction. There's a lot of color on this card, this spirit of destruction. I'm getting Kali Ma. Shaman of tradition. Wisdom, life, tradition, skill, strength, destruction, paths, conflict, song. Ancestor of knowing. Okay, they keep giving me that song, there's a battle ahead, okay? But they don't want you to be worried about this or scared about this. Strength is the central energy here. And with the song coming underneath the conflict, this is like, you know, when the soldiers sing as they run. This is like when you are on a ship and you're singing, you know, what shall we do with the drunken sailor? This is like being merry and hearty in the truth of our realm, which is that we've got to pick a path and stick to it with honor. It's tradition, it's universal law. And there's a lot of color here. I feel like destroying something from your life or releasing something or realizing you don't need something will bring a lot of color into your life. A lot of happiness and a lot of laughter. With the Shaman of Song, the message they're giving me is to think about the word song, and without thinking about which song you're going to sing, just start singing and see which song comes out, because there will be a subliminal message. If you just start singing without knowing what song you're going to sing, the message comes automatically. So let me know in the comments if you try this tactic. What is it that comes out for you? What song appears on the airwaves? We've got the Sea Kitten here. Page of Cups energy with the Hunter of Paths. So something's gonna tickle your fancy here. Something's going to draw you along the pathway. I feel like you could be sticking up for somebody or protecting somebody here, and you're very skilled at doing this. Protectress, protector, hunter, huntress. Like you're someone who is skilled at seeing the bigger picture. Yeah, justice energy. You're skilled at operating on that Athena, goddess energy. I'm hearing Thoth. There's something about you with your wisdom where you're good at fighting for the underdog. You're good at knowing who to protect and what to protect. Death energy, transformation. I feel like you've got to embrace your transformation. You've got to allow yourself to... No, I'll show you this card. We've got a cat laying here. The body, the flesh is laying down, but the spirit is up. As I say, getting that immortal nature activated. Wisdom energy. Pulling it all into your now moment, your endless now moment. There could be someone younger than you or more vulnerable than you that you need to protect here. Sea kitten energy. Yeah, hunter of conflict with the devil, the demon cat. All right, so I think someone needs to know that your strength is much more mighty than anyone who does not operate with their heart chakra activated. Brambles, nettles. Ooh. You could be pulling someone out of something or pulling yourself out of something. Fighting for yourself. Drawing your battle lines. Letting everyone know where you stand or letting someone know where you stand. Sky kitten. Knight of Swords energy. Jumping into your strength here. That's such a cute kitty. I'm hearing you're a stronger warrior than you know. A much stronger warrior than you know. It's almost like you've got to get through something that's going to require you to hold your ground or let everyone know where you stand. There's no fence sitting with this, right? And then comes the happiness. You move from the Page of Cups to the Knight of Cups. Rolling around, okay? Feeling full of life with this dancer of life, right? Dancing, singing, celebration. You know, when we destroy something bad, we celebrate, don't we? And that's been archetypal since the dawn of time. 5 of Sky, 5 of Swords, High Priestess. So when you're this glowing and this full of wisdom, there are going to be energies that want to convince you, immobilize you, convince you you're weak, and through, you know, if they can hypnotize you into believing what they think, it would immobilize you. But you've got the High Priestess here with the Shaman of Song. There's something about your voice and you know, maybe your singing voice, something about the sound frequency you emit that's very powerful protection. Because of course we've got lots of amethyst around this cat, this High Priestess, feline priestess. The alley cats may envy the Persian house cat, right? The one who is most valued. There's something about your value here. And jealous energy. We've got the 3 of Cups. And there's 2 cats on this card and one seal, right? So something about you standing out, you being unique, or someone who's in your group that is of a different energy, a different ilk. And this is coming out on the Spirit of Destruction card. So you could have an imposter in your midst, an imposter in the family, an imposter in a group. Shenanigans. I'm hearing shenanigans. So there's someone who is part of a group that shouldn't be there, and that could be in any context. Could be something at school, could be something at work. Shaman of Tradition with the Fire King, the King of Wands. Honoring the traditions here. Something's written in stone for you to have this wisdom and for you to transform into this wisdom and to, you know, not shy away from conflict. Because what I'm hearing is that so many people get away with so many things because so many people are fence sitters and they're neutral. Of course, you know, you've got free will. Whoever is listening to this, you've got free will. And you can do whatever you want. But there's someone here that's going to resonate with this and get the... turn something around, right? Because you are not scared of conflict. And there are fireworks around this Fire Queen. You could be bringing your feminine and masculine energies into perfect alignment within yourself. And letting it transform you. I'm getting someone has been maybe a little bit too soft and feminine. It doesn't matter about, you know, whether you're a man or a woman or whatever. This is about being too soft regardless, right? And allowing the more masculine warrior features to balance you out and protect you. Because there will always be energies that don't want to see you win, especially if you're full of wisdom. But I feel like you are justice itself. You are walking justice. And there's something here about conflict being a part of life, unless you really, really avoid it like the plague and go and live in a cave somewhere. And even then, you know, you'll be fighting different versions of yourself that don't want to live in a cave, right? So yeah, seek it, and you're looking for a beautiful pathway here. But it takes this energy of not being scared of conflict, not being scared of people coming up against you, knowing you can handle it, knowing it's part of life, and that it helps you enjoy life more and appreciate your allies, helps you appreciate the ones who are for you when you know who is against you. Awakening to your true pathway, and it's something to do with justice. It's something to do with you standing in a just positioning. And again, the Justice card has a pillar of mercy and a pillar of severity. I'm hearing we all have to be warriors in one way or another. And they're showing me like a little old lady in my mind, and how feisty some of these, you know, elders are. Just because they're little and just because they're older doesn't mean they're not warriors. So this isn't, you know, some generic idea of a warrior being all gung-ho and bullying people. No, there are many, many, many ways to be a warrior. And to acknowledge the truth regardless of consequences. Truth is truth. That's what justice is all about. Weighing the heart against the feather, not lying to ourselves, because when we do that, it messes up our timeline, it messes up our pathway. So justice doesn't care about anyone's feelings or how they want to believe the world is. Justice sees everything and weighs everything according to universal law. I'm hearing there's no slipping through the net with this. None whatsoever. We all agree to this. We all know this. There's no escaping this. And we've got the maestro on top of the justice and the ancestor of skill. So someone's got a beautiful way of measuring right and wrong and good and bad. And, you know, you understand, you can feel this in your soul. You could have been someone in a past life who dished out justice, who made sure things were balanced and even and fair, truly fair. So I feel like you're being reborn into your wisdom here. And, you know, there are past life energies to be pulled on here. The necropolis, yes. You've got a lot of stuff waiting for you in your vault. In your past life vault, you need to match the frequency, acknowledge it and become it, is what I'm getting here. Hunter of conflict and demon cat with love, right? Love has no value without the opposite existing, right? We could all have just stayed in the endless ethereal realm forever, but we get bored doing that, and we've got the power of creation. We can imagine any reality we want and make it so and make it real. So they're saying here, unless you know what you dislike or what you hate, you can't possibly know what you love. Unless you know what you're disgusted with and what you will not stand for, you can't possibly know who you are defending and why you're defending them out of love. This could be defending yourself from a place of love or defending others, but they're saying it's one and the same thing. When you defend yourself, you defend others, and when you defend others who you feel like are worthy of that defense, you also defend yourself. Hunter of strength with the Knight of Swords. This is about finding mental conflict as well. The hunter coming out on the Hunter of strength. This is about finding internal psychological strength, which always has to come first, right? That's what makes a warrior a warrior. It's the mental strength. It's not like they're just naturally fearless. We all have fear, but they choose to do what they know is right. They could be shaking, they could be terrified, but it's the principle here. There's a principle of something here, and it makes life worth living. It makes everything more beautiful. Sea Tom energy, Knight of Cups energy. The Knight of Cups is very idealistic. He fights for love. We've got grief here. And Door of Dreams. So they're saying if you're not willing to go against that which is heinous, that which is vile and disgusting, then dreams don't even matter. You don't get the dreams unless you're willing to activate that energy through being willing to fight. I'm not telling anyone to go out and physically fight here. I'm talking about the mental battle. There's something about if you don't find this strength, or if you don't do this, it will cause your ancestors grief because they're watching. They feel all your thoughts. They feel all your intentions. They know exactly what's going on. They live within every cell of our body. They're saying there's no hiding anything. You can't hide anything from the universe. But there is something beautiful waiting for you here. I'm going to clarify this grief card in a second. Remembrance with the High Priestess. There's something about songs, or a song making you remember something. It could be like a battle song, you know. It could be a modern day song that makes you feel powerful, that reminds you of something intuitively, a version of yourself that needs to be reactivated. Maybe someone I'm talking to had, you know, got some horrible treatment in school or something like that, and it put you in a state of grief, right? Where someone really humiliated you or belittled you or made you feel worthless, made you want to curl up into the floor and disappear. And there's something about being defiant against that. Reincarnation. Spirit of destruction. Yeah. So there's something coming up again. An issue for someone to deal with, where they've got to step into their strength, step into their wisdom. And I feel like if you don't do this, you will be disappointed with yourself, right? I feel like this is something you need to hold yourself accountable for. Fire King, Shaman of Tradition. This is to fulfill something for your whole soul group, for the whole. The Reversal. So this is you being the fighter and making the devils quake in their boots. This is you turning the tables. Maybe some part of you has demonized the idea of fighting back. Maybe some part of you feels like you don't want to be like the people who've hurt you. But what Spirit is saying is you're not being like the people who hurt you, because you've got love in your heart. Sometimes our mind can organize things, intellect. Sometimes our mind can organize things in the same category when they don't belong in the same category. There are fighters and there are bullies. There are warriors and there are demons. But the angels have to hunt for their strength in order to maintain heaven on earth. There's something about you having to find this strength, this positioning, so that you don't lose out on going through this doorway of dreams, so that, you know, so that you become who you promised yourself you would become. A maestro, someone who's well balanced, someone who can protect others and their self. You're scoring points here. You are gaining wisdom and scoring energies that you can take with you into infinity. But until you score these strength points, there's no getting through the doorway of dreams, right? So I feel like you're going to be really disappointed with yourself if you don't do this. 5 of Wands, searching for the fighter within yourself. The 5 of Wands isn't just about people coming at you trying to be conflictual with you. Why do people come at us and try and be conflictual with us? Because we live in a realm of archetypes that we designed, full of love and war. Everything in life is essentially a battle for love. A lover and a fighter, or none at all. That's the archetypes we designed from our immortal positioning. So no one can tell you you're not following universal law when you find the fight within you, and it'll keep coming at you until you pass the level and get through this door of dreams. Bravery needed. Principle, right? Knight of Cups. Again, the Knight of Cups. We've got 2 Knight of Cups here. Even if you feel like you don't have what it takes, they're saying that's not the point. The point is fighting for what you love. The point is you could feel like the weakest person on planet Earth. But it's the principle. You know when you see on a movie and the little kid that they archetypally categorize as the nerdy one finds the willpower, and they don't care if that kid's 3 times the size of them. They just have to go at them. They just have to stand their ground. This is that kind of energy here. Do it because you love yourself. You don't have to be brave. You just have to have that love. This could be anything, right? This could be a situation at work. This could be a situation with your family, something that feels uncomfortable. It'll feel like a wall of discomfort in your mind. It'll feel like the last thing you want to do. That's why it's a challenge. That's why you earn so much when you do it. So much love, so much appreciation from your ancestors. Again, don't take what doesn't resonate here, okay? We've got the Lovers here. Again, a pathway of love. You've got a lot of backup here. Energetically, they want you to remember that. I'm getting love song. Strength. Yeah, this is something you have to have the strength to destroy in yourself. I'm hearing let them know. Let them know you know. Knight of Swords, 7 of Cups. Yeah, someone's confused, like morally confused, because they're trying to be a good person without fully understanding the universal laws of the realm. They believe Earth is supposed to be a utopia when really it's a training ground. We've already got utopia in the non-physical. So why would we create a world just to turn it into a utopia? We already have that etherically. We get bored with that. So something about charging forward fearlessly here, even if it feels like you're alone. And then the love will come after that. The reward will come after that. Yeah, 4 of Wands. So this is quite a heavy ancestral message, but got to be delivered here. You're a maestro at something. Justice matters. You know, no matter how big or small you feel, no matter if you feel like you've got backup or not, you've got ancestral backup. There's something you need to stand up for yourself with here. Something that the universe is watching to see if you will complete. Hunting for that strength, being fearless. It's important for somebody. This doesn't mean a physical fight, okay? This is a battle of the mind. To stand for what you love, to be truthfully honest with yourself, to be as honest with yourself as you can be. And to see through the eyes of source, to see through the eyes of justice. So this isn't about agreeing with people because you want to fit into a group here or because everyone online believes that. This isn't some high school thing where you've got to go along with the main crowd. This is real grown-up stuff. This is really taking responsibility for yourself and for the younger ones coming in, okay? So it's going to feel quite raw for somebody, and for someone else, this could just be, you know, someone getting confirmation that you are full of wisdom. The bounty of the necropolis, death, and the necropolis, okay? Spirit of wisdom. Someone needs the confirmation that, yeah, you do have the wisdom. Yeah, you do have the strength. Let's get an animal spirit card and we'll see what comes out with this. The beaver. See, the beaver with the beaver dam, right? You've got to know what to separate out, what to not accept and what to accept if you truly want to create a beautiful reality for yourself and not suffer the consequences going forward, right? Gazelle energy. You've got those horns for a reason. All right. And the lion. Snake energy. The lion must defend his territory for the sake of the cubs. So I'm going to leave it there, okay? I don't know how this is going to resonate. This was random. They nagged me to do this. So if this isn't your message, please ignore it. But for someone out there, this could be just what you need to hear. Take care, guys.